the story of what happened to two very beloved university students in the Philippines. A little bit about Eileen Sarmenta and Alan Gomez. They both attended Los Baños at university. So Eileen and Alan's morning, it starts with a lecture. Eileen would lift her hair off her neck because it's really humid. And she thought about her plans for that evening. She's like, okay, once I get out of classes, I gotta do my homework. And then she's like, wait, Alan, we're still meeting for coffee after class, right? Near campus? He's like, yeah, we'll meet for coffee and I'll drive you home afterwards. So the two agree to it. They go to the local coffee shop after classes. They finish their coffee. It's getting late. Alan's like, okay, well, let's go back to the car. So she opens the passenger side door. Alan is reaching for the driver door. They're both halfway in when all of a sudden an ambulance van, or what looked to be an ambulance van, screeches to a stop just a few feet away from their car. There were 7 men in that car. Within seconds, both Alan and Eileen were shoved in the back of Alan's car. 2 men get in the front. They start driving. The rest of the men follow in their little police van. Eileen and Alan were terrified. They drove for about half an hour before pulling up to this massive gated estate. One of the men gets out of the van, opens the door, drags out Eileen. She adjusts her eyes, and in front of her is this sprawling mansion, and an older man walks out the front door. The way he walks, the way he held his shoulders back, his chest up, chin high, he was a man that wielded power. These 7 men, they brought her to him. Why? The man speaks. Well, she's gorgeous. And who is that kid? One of the men answers, sorry boss, he was with her and we had to bring him along to avoid any complications. The man nods, grabs Eileen by the arm, and drags her into the mansion and let the door slam behind them. The kidnappers were just left with Alan now. The kidnappers threw Alan on the ground and they start beating him up for fun. They punch him, kick him, spit on him. So when they were done, one of the kidnappers grabs a rifle from the van, walks over to Alan, doesn't shoot him, but starts beating him with the blunt end of the rifle. They leave Alan bloody, bruised, and barely breathing on the gravel driveway. Should we kill him now? Is he dead? I don't even think he's breathing. The man with the rifle said, his death will come later. They continued to watch TV while their boss was busy with Eileen. The man dragged Eileen into his room, and they did not come out until 1 a.m. Her face was tear-stained, her wrists were tied tightly together, her white shorts were missing, and she was whimpering uncontrollably. The man was wearing nothing but his signature white polo shirt. I'm through with her. Do what you want with her. She's all yours. So the kidnappers take both university students, and this time they split them up into 2 different vehicles. She sees Alan's van swerving for about a mile. Now, this is a remote area, so nobody saw it. No other passerbys, no other drivers were on the road, but we can assume that Alan had woken up and was trying to fight the kidnappers.
Oh my god. For a mile?
For about a mile, and then Eileen could hear 2 loud bangs. A mile later, they pulled over to the side of the remote road. Eileen was alive and conscious. The kidnappers opened the back of Alan's van.